Barnaby the bee was tiny. Compared to the lumbering elephants that grazed near his hive, or the soaring eagles that circled high above, he felt utterly insignificant. He buzzed around the meadow, collecting pollen, a task that seemed minuscule beside the grand schemes of the larger animals. The elephants, he thought, moved mountains with their trunks. The eagles, they ruled the skies. What did a little bee do? He just collected pollen. One day, a particularly grumpy rhinoceros grumbled past Barnaby's patch of wildflowers. "Useless little things," the rhino snorted, referring to the flowers. "What good are you?" Barnaby felt a pang of sadness. Was he really useless? He continued his work, diligently collecting pollen from flower to flower, his tiny legs working tirelessly. Days turned into weeks. Barnaby continued his routine, buzzing from blossom to blossom. He didn't think much of his work. It was just what he did. Then, one morning, he awoke to a breathtaking sight. The meadow was bursting with vibrant color. Flowers of all shapes and sizes bloomed in profusion, their petals unfurling like tiny, colorful flags. The air hummed with the buzz of countless bees, but Barnaby felt a thrill of pride that transcended the collective hum. He flew towards a particularly large sunflower, its face turned towards the sun, a golden disk of joy. He remembered the day he'd first visited this very flower, a small, shy bud. He realized that the tiny grains of pollen he'd painstakingly collected, the seemingly insignificant work he'd done, had helped this flower bloom. He had played a vital role in its transformation, a tiny piece, in a much larger, beautiful puzzle. Barnaby felt a surge of understanding wash over him. He was not insignificant. His work, though seemingly small, was essential. He was a vital part of the meadow's ecosystem, just like the elephants and the eagles. Each creature, no matter its size, had a purpose, and his purpose was to help the flowers flourish. He buzzed happily, the weight of his self-doubt lifted, knowing his tiny contribution was, in fact, incredibly important. He spent the rest of the day flitting from flower to flower, his tiny heart filled with a newfound sense of purpose and joy.